The bell above the cafe door chimed, soft and bright, but the welcome stopped there. Nia Calloway stepped inside and waited at the "Please wait to be seated" sign. Her coat was neat, her hair pulled back, a calm face that didn't ask for much, just basic respect. A server in a black apron walked past her with a tray. Nia spoke gently. "Hi, table for one, please." The server didn't slow down, didn't look at her, just kept moving, as if the words had never been said. Nia tried again, a little louder, not demanding, just clear. "Excuse me, table for one." The server's shoulders shifted like she'd heard something far away. Then she kept walking, and what the server didn't know was that someone important had been watching the whole time from across the room.
Before we continue, if stories like this matter to you, stay with me. Like this video and subscribe to Black Justice so more people can hear these powerful lessons and stay with us to the end of this narration. It helps the channel grow and keeps these stories alive. Your support helps us keep telling stories that matter. Now back to the story.
Nia stood still, letting the silence settle. She could have waved. She could have raised her voice. But she'd learned what some people did when a black woman dared to insist on dignity. So she waited, calm, measured. 2 customers entered behind her. The same server appeared immediately, smile ready, voice sweet. "Hi there, right this way." Nia's eyes followed them as they were seated at a clean booth near the window, less than 10 steps from where she stood. Nia stepped slightly forward. "Ma'am," she said, soft but steady, "I've been waiting." The server turned halfway, her smile already fading. "Oh, I thought you were with someone." "With myself," Nia replied. The server blinked, then shrugged as if the conversation was a mild inconvenience. "Okay," she said. "Just wait a second." She didn't reach for menus, didn't ask a name. She walked away again, fast. Nia remained by the sign, hands relaxed at her sides, eyes calm. The humiliation was quiet, but it pressed on her chest the way cold air did when you stepped outside unprepared. At the counter, a barista glanced over, sympathy in her eyes, but she said nothing. She couldn't. A minute passed. Then 2. A man in a business jacket, another customer, walked in and spoke to the server before Nia could. "Hey," he said with a light laugh, "any chance I can get that corner table?" "Of course," the server replied instantly. "Right this way." Nia watched him get seated. The silence did more damage than the insult. Nia took one slow breath and stepped toward the host stand. "Is there a manager available?" she asked, not sharp, not angry, just factual. The server's head snapped up. "He's busy." Nia met her eyes. "I can wait." The server scoffed softly. "Everyone is waiting." But everyone wasn't being ignored. Just then, from the far side of the cafe, a man in a crisp button-down stood up from a table where he'd been working on a laptop. He had a calm presence, no hurry, no performance. He simply watched for a moment longer, as if confirming what he already knew. Then he walked over. His name tag read, Marcus Hill, manager. He didn't interrupt at first. He just stood close enough to hear. Nia spoke again, voice steady. "I asked twice to be seated." The server let out a small sigh. "I told you I'd get to you." Marcus's eyes lifted to the server. "When?" The server stiffened. "I." Marcus looked at Nia with quiet respect. "Ma'am, I'm sorry. What's your name?" "Nia," she said. Marcus nodded once. "Nia, I saw you come in. I saw you speak. And I saw you get walked past." The server's face drained. "I didn't." Marcus raised a hand slightly, not threatening, just firm. "I'm not asking for debate." The air changed. The cafe stayed the same, but the power shifted. Marcus turned to Nia. "Please come with me." He led her to a clean table near the window, the same area the others had been offered first. He pulled out a chair with simple respect, then placed a menu in front of her. "Thank you," Nia said quietly. Marcus's voice softened. "You shouldn't have had to ask more than once." Behind him, the server stood frozen, eyes down. Marcus turned back to the server, still measured. "Go to the back for a moment." The server swallowed. "Marcus, Now, he said. She walked away without another word. Marcus didn't announce consequences to the room. He didn't humiliate her the way she tried to humiliate Nia. He kept it procedural. Calm. Clean. He looked at Nia again. If you're willing, I'd like to comp your meal today. Nia shook her head gently. I appreciate that, but I'm not here for free food. Marcus nodded, understanding. Then let me offer you something else. He paused, choosing his words carefully. I'll document this, and I'll handle it the right way. Training, accountability, and if needed, disciplinary action. This cafe is supposed to be safe for everyone. Nia's gaze softened slightly. That's all I wanted, for it to be seen. Marcus held her eyes. It was seen. Nia picked up the menu slowly. The tension in her shoulders loosened, just a little, not because someone powerful stepped in, but because the truth had finally been acknowledged. Marcus didn't raise his voice. He raised the truth. He left her with quiet respect, then returned to the station, making a note on a clipboard, small movements that meant something bigger. Nia ordered her meal, ate in peace, not triumphant, not bitter, just steady, because dignity isn't a prize you win. It's a right you're supposed to be given. And when people forget that, accountability is the moment the room becomes honest again. Respect costs nothing, but means everything.
If this story touched your heart and remind you that respect should never depend on appearances, race, or color, take a moment to subscribe. Your support helps us share more Black justice stories that inspire change, spark awareness, and remind the world what dignity truly looks like. Share and leave a comment. Your voice helps bring these stories to life and keeps the message alive. Your voice matters here,